Hey guys, Huck Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's doing good today. Well, we hit 200 subscribers and we're going to do a giveaway for that. And it's going to be a video response thing. And I'm going to let Elizabeth explain to you what you need to do.
Alright, so what you need to do to win the giveaway is you need to make a video response, like he said, of your top 5 players that you've ever watched. So I love Johnny Bench, but I didn't watch him in person or on the TV. He was done long before I was even born. So he won't be on my list, but it might be on his. But what you need to do is you need to make that video response, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like the video, and then comment when you're done so we can go look at your video response.
And guys, the gift's going to be, I'm going to let you pick from a blaster boxes of either Series 2 from last year, Allen and Ginter, or Gypsy Queen. So you'll get to pick one of those 3 blaster boxes, and I'll probably throw some other cards in there too. Unfortunately, I don't have them with me today because me and my wife came up here to see our daughter in Illinois, and I left them at home, but I did bring my cards that have my top 5 players that I've watched growing up. So we're going to show you that now. All right, guys, like I said, I'm going to show you my cards. I brought them with me, but Elizabeth's going to give her list of her top 5 right now.
All right, so mine aren't in any order, but the first one is Derek Jeter. I loved watching him play as a kid. You know, my grandpa was a Yankees fan, so we would watch the Yankees, and it's just, he was so good on defense. I really liked how he played.
Yeah, definitely.
And then my next is Albert Pujols, back with the Cardinals now. Really like watching him play. Actually, last time I went up there, sadly he didn't start that game or play that game, but it's really fun watching him play, and hopefully he can get to 700 soon.
He's going to get to 700,
yeah.
Definitely.
And then next, Bartolo Colon.
Yep.
The pitcher.
Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. It's just, I mean.
It's funny because we went to Cincinnati Reds and Mets game, and he pitched, and she started watching the stuff he did, like when he was leaving the mound and going to the mound, and she was like, I really like that guy, and she started watching his career, so it was kind of funny.
He's just a funny player to watch.
Yeah.
And then my next is Robinson Cano. I really think I kind of based my defense off of him.
Yeah.
I was a second baseman, first baseman in college, and throughout my whole softball career, I feel like I really based how I played defense off of him. Really liked watching him.
She would. If she was going up the middle, we always called that the Robin Cano throw. So she would backhand it and then stay low and throw it. So it just became one of her favorite players.
And then my last one is Mike Trout. I think everyone enjoys watching Mike Trout. He's just a very good player. He always says I kind of have the same swing as, or I did have the same swing as him. And he's just really fun to watch, you know, when he's not injured.
Yeah, when he's not injured, unfortunately. But yeah, he definitely is. Well, that's a very good top 5 list. And okay, guys, well, I'm going to show you mine now. All right, guys, well, here's my top 5 list. And they're in order, even though Elizabeth didn't put hers in order. But my top 5 are actually 6, because I got a tie for 5th. Hank Aaron, you know, he was done playing, in 76 and everything, so I was actually 8 years old. I did get to see him hit some home runs, so I did watch him at that time, but I didn't get to see, like, you know, when his career was really good. But I did enjoy see him hit some home runs, so I had to put him in there because he's one of my favorite players. So that tie for 5th is with Reggie Jackson. And the reason why Reggie Jackson's in my top 5 list is because in 1978, when he hit the 3 home runs in the World Series, I was watching that, and I was 10 years old. So that was really left an impression on me. It was really cool to see somebody hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. So that's why he's in my top 5. And number 4 is Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan was a favorite player of mine growing up because you never knew when he was going to throw a no-hitter. So I always liked watching him every time he was pitching on TV, I was watching. So, yep, that was my number 4. Number 3 is Mike Trout. Let me turn this sideways right there. So, yeah, he was my, well, he's one of my favorite players right now and everything. And I really enjoy watching him play. I've got the Major League TV thing, so I always turn it on there when they're playing late and watch him have some at bats and everything. So, yep, that was number 3. All right. Number 2 is Pete Rose, and I don't want to give away my number 1 there. Number 2 is Pete Rose. He was always a favorite of mine. We used to go to spring training games when I was a kid in Plant City, Florida, when the Reds were down there in the late 70s and early 80s. And we would go down there and watch the Reds during spring training. And he was always fun to watch back then. So he's my number 2 favorite, and my number 1, which everybody would guess. Like Elizabeth would know this for sure, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
So he is my favorite player growing up watching. You know, I almost put Albert Pujols in tied with Reggie Jackson and Karen, but I figured I can't put everybody in there. But I enjoy watching Albert Pujols. He would have to be 6 for sure. But yeah, Johnny Bench is my number 1, guys. So that's my top 5, and I look forward to seeing your top 5. All right, guys. Well, that was my top 5 list. I hope you guys make a top 5 list also, a video response. I'm looking forward to watching a bunch of them. Elizabeth, tell them what the rules are again.
Make sure you like this video, be subscribed to the channel, make that video response, and then comment in the comment section when you're done with that.
All right, guys. Well, we enjoyed doing this, and until next time, we'll see you later.